expect everything to go flat.
बहुत अच्छा कंटेंट और everybody
नहीं तो point of view. আর শুরু কথা আমি তুই প্যানেলিস্ট হিসেবে আমি তোকে কোশ্চেন আমি তো ফুটবল নিয়ে কথা বলবো তুই স্পিন ম্যাচ নিয়ে সব কেন তুমি আমি কি বলবো তুই চুপ কর না আমি ডাক দিলে তো বলতে কেন শান্ত
everybody speaking from their heart. There are so many perspectives.
Manasi Joshi just told me this is the best conclave.
Yes. And there is so much diversity of topics. It's not, and actually it is easy for you to fall into a trap of cricket, but you are also keeping it always
I'm
not.
not gotten into it.
It's a natural muscle. Yeah.
I've got the galaxy. Why should I get into cricket? I will not get into cricket.
Very nice.
It's gone. It's phenomenal.
Fantastic. Chalo, all the best. Next.
I can see all our speakers are also here. 3 top legends from Indian hockey. If anyone follows the sport, one of my favorite athletes, 2 of my favorite athletes, P.R. Srijesh, someone I absolutely admire, love, tremendous athlete, incredible athlete and speaker. My very, very dear friend, Savita Punia, somebody I again respect and admire, and Amit Rohidas, India, world's best first usher. So, kindly settle down. Let's settle down. We've got hockey on the podium coming up. Hockey on the podium with 3 of the best that India has ever seen. P.R. Srijesh, Savita Punia, Amit Rohidas. Brilliant panel coming up. Viren Raskina, of course, is there, and Viren will sort of help give the perspective as to how hockey has transitioned over the last 2 decades. So, top panel, please settle down. Let's all settle down because our speakers are all here. They're all on stage. Viren, where's Viren? We need Viren. Viren, is he there? There is Viren. So can we have all of you settle down please, because the same thing. You know, we need to be respectful to our speakers. It has been an absolutely incredible day. 3 back-to-back panels before we break for the evening concert. Bikram Ghosh has curated this concert specifically for this particular conclave because it's sport and music. Sadhana, that's the idea. But for the moment, hockey on the podium with 4 of our absolute champions, and this session is to be moderated by 2 of my colleagues, Shubhan Chakraborty and Abhijit Deshmukh. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you hockey on the podium. P.R. Srijesh, Savita Punia, Amit Rohidas and Viren Raskina, to be moderated by Shubhan Chakraborty and Abhijit Deshmukh. Shubhan, Abhijit, over to you.
Thank you so much, Boryada, and welcome back again. चाय पे चर्चा तो नहीं हो पाई, बट चाय के बाद चर्चा कर लेते हैं, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. एंड वेलकम टू ऑल आवर पैनलिस्ट, वीरेन सर, सविता, श्रीजेश भाई, अमित भाई. माय फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन स्ट्रेट अप, अभी जो हॉकी वर्ल्ड में बात हो रहा है श्रीजेश भाई, पेरिस ओलंपिक्स का शेड्यूल इज आउट, सो ऑल द चैंपियन टीम्स, फॉर्मर चैंपियंस, ऑल आर इन द सेम ग्रुप. हाउ आर यू लुकिंग एट दैट?
Hello, very good evening. It's all about that day. That's what I want to tell, because in a even like Olympics, you cannot predict which team is going to do the best thing or the worst team, because the experience from the past Olympics, I learned that you cannot take any team in a light way, because 2016 I think I drew with Canada, break out all the dreams, and again last Olympics in the semis, Belgium, we lost to them. And in 16, you know that we beat Argentina and they won the Olympics. So Olympics is a place where you just go there, think about that particular day, give your best, seize the day, come back, prepare for the next one. The prediction and the expectations, just keep it away. So I think the pool is pretty good. But in the new era, the game, the Olympics starts from the quarterfinals, because quarterfinals, semifinals and the finals are going to be the really crucial moment for us.
Srijesh, your initials are PR. Does that mean podium revolutionary, Srijesh?
I wish. It was a long journey. I want to say that I had a camp with Viren Bhai in 2006. That's Asian Games camp, and from there I'm traveling here till now it's 2024. That was in 2006. In Rourkela we had that camp. So it took long time to make that PR into that podium revolution, whatever it is. Okay. But still, what I tell my youngsters is like dream about and work for that. Because in the morning session, Viren Bhai said that, okay, by reaching there in the Olympics village or playing in Olympics, make half of the athlete satisfied. They are really happy to be there to get that label Olympian. But now the trend has changed a lot. Now people wanted to be there in Olympics to win a medal. So that was a big revolution for Indian hockey, especially for Indian sports, because now we are dreaming about winning a medal there. And I think for me, it took long time to understand that the importance of winning a medal or, winning a medal in the big level. But for the youngsters, it's a quick thing. They are learning it. They're seeing everything in front of their eyes. And so it is quite easy for them to adapt it and apply it. So I think, yes, it's changing a lot over the way the journey happens.
मैं कुछ टोक्यो ओलंपिक्स के बारे में बताना चाहूँगा. टीम स्पोर्ट की जब बात करते हैं तो काफ़ी लोगों के बारे में क्रिकेट है तो हम याद करते क्रिकेट की 83 में जब कपिल देव ने वो कैच पकड़ा था वीव रिचर्ड्स का, MS धोनी ने जो 6 मारा था, वो मोमेंट्स याद है. लेकिन जब हम हॉकी की बात अब करते हैं तो आपका वो पेनल्टी जो सेव था, मैं वहाँ पे था टोक्यो में. आई वॉज वन ऑफ द वेरी फ्यू. बोरियादा थे, अडिलावा थे. आई वॉज देयर एंड सी कि हमारे भी हार्ट बीट्स इतने थे एंड क्लॉक स्टॉप इफ यू रिमेंबर. So that was a very special moment, not only for every one of us. But ये जो journey आपने बताया है, if I ask you कि to be on the podium as a hockey player, what does it takes? I mean, it's apply for Savita as well. What it takes to be on the podium?
Podium is dream, and once you achieve that, you feel like yes, we can do it again and again. And about your comment on that particular save, मुझे हमेशा ये चीज़ दिमाग में आता है या मैं बिलीव करता हूँ कि कुछ भी होता है अच्छा के लिए होता है. So that 25 seconds when the clock stop हो गया था, जहाँ पे अंपायर का टेक्निकल टेबल का जो भी एरर था वो मेरे लिए था, क्योंकि उसी वजह से वो पीसी हुआ. The entire India, the entire world stopped for 40 seconds. ठीक है, वो 40 seconds में जो हेलमेट के पीछे छुपा वाला मेरा फेस, द हिडन फेस वाज विजिबल टू एवरीवन, राइट. सबने पता नहीं, जिसने हॉकी भी कभी देखा नहीं है उसने भी गूगल किया कि गोलकीपर कौन है भाई. एंड डेफिनेटली आई कैन से दैट आफ्टर दैट 6 seconds दैट सेव के बाद मेरा इंस्टाग्राम फॉलोवर्स भी ऐसे बढ़ गया. ऐसे नॉर्मल फैक्ट, क्योंकि लोगों को तभी पता चल गया कि अरे यार ये गोलकीपर है, ये हमारे इंडिया टीम का गोलकीपर, चलो फॉलो कर लेता है, इसने बचा दिया. सो समथिंग हैपेंस फॉर अ गुड रीजन. बट after that podium finish, the confidence what we gain is like can't believe, because आप जब तक कुछ चीज़ हासिल नहीं करते हो तब तक आपको लगता नहीं कि यार आप कर सकता है. Now we achieved it. That's give the youngsters confidence. When they look into the next, the Paris, they feel like yes we can. So वो चीज़ हमारे लिए बहुत अच्छा था, and that podium is visible for every one of us now.
Now Savita ji, of course टोक्यो में जिस तरह से इंडियन वुमेन्स टीम को सेलिब्रेट किया गया, डिस्पाइट द टीम नॉट बीइंग ऑन द पोडियम, दैट वाज एक्सट्रीमली रेयर टू सी इन इंडियन मीडिया. आपने वो हाई भी देखा है, अभी रांची में जो क्वालिफायर हुए उसके लो भी देखा है. तो आपने ये जो हाई और लो का जो एक मैग्नीट्यूड होता है माइंड में मेंटली, उसको आपने कैसे फेस किया, कैसे इंजॉय किया, कैसे आपने उसको टैकल किया?
बिल्कुल, डेफिनेटली जब जो टोक्यो ओलंपिक्स में जो परफॉर्मेंस थी उसके लिए भी हमने काफ़ी हार्डवर्क किया था, और कहीं ना कहीं हमें 1 साल एक्स्ट्रा मिला था कोविड की वजह से, और उसमें सब वेल प्रिपेयर्ड थे कि हमें टोक्यो में कुछ करना है. ये सच है कि जब हम गए थे तो उससे पहले ज़्यादा किसी को उम्मीद नहीं थी कि इंडियन हॉकी कुछ अचीव कर पाएगी. अगर क्वार्टर फाइनल भी पहुंच जाते हैं तो बहुत अच्छी बात है, क्योंकि अगर रियो ओलंपिक्स देखा जाए तो हमने 12th पे फिनिश किया था, और वो लोगों को होप रखना भी उससे ज़्यादा हमें पता था हमें स्टेप बाय स्टेप ऊपर जाना है. और इसीलिए जैसे जब हमारा क्वार्टर फाइनल ऑस्ट्रेलिया के साथ था, हमें मैसेजेस मिल रहे थे कि हाँ, क्योंकि ऑस्ट्रेलिया ने दूसरे पूल में टॉप किया था, उन्होंने एक भी मैच लूज नहीं किया था, तो और भी ज़्यादा सभी को वो था कि बहुत ही कम चांस है कि इंडिया जीत सकता है, बट हमारे पास खोने के लिए कुछ नहीं था। हमें पता था कि ऑस्ट्रेलिया अच्छी टीम है, सभी को उम्मीद है कि ऑस्ट्रेलिया ही जीतेगा, बट एज ए टीम हमने डिसाइड किया था कि हम अपनी तरफ से 100 नहीं आज 200% एफर्ट्स डालते हैं। मैच ख़त्म होने के बाद रिग्रेट नहीं होना चाहिए कि हम और कुछ कर सकते थे इस मैच में, और एज ए टीम हम वो मैच खेले और सभी को पता है रिजल्ट अच्छा रहा। बट ये सिर्फ उस मैच की बात नहीं थी, हम हर मैच में कोशिश, हर एक एथलीट कोशिश यही करता है कि हमें जीतना है, क्योंकि जब हम ट्रेनिंग करते हैं तो उसी माइंडसेट के साथ करते हैं कि हमें जीतना है, हमें कुछ अचीव करना है। बट हाँ, डेफिनेटली टोक्यो ओलंपिक्स के बाद सबकी होप बढ़ी, हमारी खुद की अपने आप से भी होप बढ़ी कि हमें और भी फ्यूचर में अच्छा करना है। और अच्छा ही चल रहा था सब कुछ कि हमने नेशन कप है जो कि प्रो लीग हमने फर्स्ट टाइम क्वालिफाई किया, टॉप टीम्स के साथ खेलना होता है, एंड उसके बाद 17 साल के बाद कॉमनवेल्थ में मेडल लेके आए। और जो रांची में हुआ वो ऑलरेडी मैं सुबह बोली हूँ, वो मेरे लिए या हमारी टीम के लिए कभी ना, जैसे अच्छी मोमेंट कभी नहीं भूली जाती, वो भी एक ऐसा पार्ट है कि जो हम कभी नहीं भूल सकते, क्योंकि काफ़ी मेहनत की थी बहुत, हर एक ने, इंडिविजुअल सब ने, और एज ए टीम हमने काफ़ी एफर्ट्स किया, अच्छी हॉकी भी खेले। बट शायद हार और जीत समटाइम्स हमारे हाथ में नहीं होता। हार्ड लक मैं नहीं बोलना चाहती, क्योंकि बहुत लोग बोलते हैं कि बहुत अच्छा खेले, बट हार्ड लक रहा। वो हार्ड लक हमें 4 साल तक एवरी डे वो पेन फील होगा, बट स्पोर्ट्स यही सिखाता है कि आप गिव अप नहीं कर सकते और आपको मूव ऑन करना है। और इसीलिए हम उस चीज़ को भूल तो नहीं सकते, बट मूव ऑन करना पड़ेगा। और अपने आप को एज ए टीम हम देखते हैं कि क्या हमने अच्छा किया जो हम कंटिन्यू कर सकते हैं, और क्या एरियाज़ है जिस पे हमें काम करना है। तो ये 4 साल हमारे डेफिनेटली उसी चीज़ पे फोकस रहेगा, और एज ए टीम हम स्ट्रांगली वापस आएंगे।
बिल्कुल, हम सबने चक दे इंडिया तो देखी है। दिस इज द रियल लाइफ चक दे स्टोरी गाइस, एंड ऑफ कोर्स फेलियर है, बट एक जनरल क्लीशे, एक डायलॉग है जो मैं मानता हूँ कि सही भी है, कि फेलियर इज़ अ पार्ट ऑफ सक्सेस, इट्स अ स्टेपिंग स्टोन टू सक्सेस। तो इस फेलियर को आपने जैसे बोला कि आप सीखेंगे और आगे चल के और बेटर रिजल्ट्स भी आएंगे, डेफिनेटली आएंगे। इसी बात पे मैं अमित से भी एक क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहता हूँ कि क्योंकि अगर हम फुटबॉल देखें, हॉकी देखें, ज़्यादातर लाइमलाइट स्ट्राइकर्स ले जाते हैं, फॉरवर्ड्स ले जाते हैं। बीइंग अ डिफेंडर, जब आपको वो डर्टी वर्क करना पड़ता है कि मैं पीछे खड़ा हूँ, लास्ट लाइन ऑफ डिफेंस हूँ, क्या चलता है थॉट में कि मेरा स्ट्राइकर पूरा लाइमलाइट ले गया, अब मेहनत मैंने की, ऐसा कुछ आता है थॉट्स, या क्या क्या रहता है आपके दिमाग में जब आप लास्ट लाइन ऑफ डिफेंस हो, आप डर्टी वर्क कर रहे हो पूरे मैच में?
देखिए, लास्ट डिफेंडर एक बहुत मतलब ऐसा पोजीशन रहता है कि अगर मेरे से बीट हो जाता है तो गोलकीपर को मिलता है। तो ऐसे हमेशा जो प्लान होता है, लास्ट डिफेंडर हो या मिडफील्डर हो या फॉरवर्ड हो, अपना अपना ड्यूटी करना पड़ता है कि मैं डिफेंडर खेलता हूँ तो मेरा ड्यूटी क्या है, मेरा पोजीशनिंग क्या है। तो फॉरवर्ड भी अपना पोजीशनिंग बना के फिर वो गोल करता है। तो हम लोग को भी इतना ही मेहनत करना पड़ता है कि पीछे उतना डिफेंस करना पड़ता है कि ओपोनेंट भी जितना भी अटैक करे, 1 वर्सेस 1 टैकलिंग करेंगे, तो वो हमारे लिए चैलेंजिंग होता है कि अगर हमारा फॉरवर्ड अच्छा काम कर रहा है, मिडफील्डर कम कर रहा है, तो डिफेंस ऑलवेज खड़ा रहता है कि हम भी जाने नहीं देंगे। जितना भी कोशिश करेंगे ओपोनेंट, तो पीछे हम उन लोग को चांस ही नहीं देंगे। ये मेरा रहता है कि जो हमारा स्ट्रक्चर, जो प्लान होता है, तो उसी के ऊपर ज़्यादा फोकस रहता है।
Viren, my question to is, you have played along, some of the legends, and you have seen how the hockey has changed. What difference do you see when you were playing the hockey and now this new crop is playing with respect to the skills and the fitness level?
Yeah. First of all, for those who don't really watch too much hockey, I just want to obviously first, everyone knows Srijesh and Savita have been 2 pillars of India, both in the men's and women's team over the last decade. But I just want to also say a special word for Amit Rohidas. I think in today's world hockey, defending penalty corners is one of the toughest art. And there is no better man in world hockey than Amit Rohidas as the best first rusher to defend penalty corners. I think he's the bravest first rusher in world hockey, and Srijesh will provide testimony to the fact that as a goalkeeper, as a defense, you want the first rusher to be quick, brave and really mad, and Amit Rohidas is all of those. So he has saved so many goals for India, so he deserves much more credit than he actually gets, Amit. And also thankfully the quality of equipment and padding has much improved today than what it was when I was playing. I think in terms of difference, I wouldn't say fitness levels are different. We were less fit at that time. I think it's intelligence in training and the science in preparation. I think today physiotherapy, strength and conditioning, nutrition, awareness of that is much better. Players eating the right thing, the right rest and recovery, right understanding about load management, that's improved a lot. But I think a big change in modern hockey, again from the time I played in 2004 at the Athens Olympics to say the Tokyo Olympics, I'll just give you a stat. In hockey these days, there is rolling substitution, right? So a player can go out and come back as many times as they want, get a break and get in. When I played at the Athens 2004 Olympics, there was a study done on how many average substitutions were done in a men's hockey match. And the number was about 10 rolling substitutions in an entire match. That is 70 minutes a match at that point of time. So in the Athens Olympics, I actually played unchanged for 7 matches. I was only changed once in the entire tournament in the very last final match. It is unthinkable in today's modern hockey. I think the Indian men's hockey team at the Tokyo Olympics, there was a stat done, not Indian men's hockey team, all men's hockey teams on an average, today in a 60-minute hockey match, there are 80 rolling substitutions in a 60-minute match. So an average of more than 1 substitution a minute. So you can imagine the pace and tempo that an entire hockey match is being played at. And if you're not up to speed, if you don't play at that pace in training, you will never be able to handle the pressure of that kind of pace and intensity. And that's why it's very important that hockey is changing so rapidly that it's not just, this cannot be done only in the Indian men's and women's national hockey team training camp. This has to be done in domestic hockey, it has to be done in junior hockey, it has to be done in grassroots hockey. And for that, our coaches have to keep pace with the latest modern training methods and techniques. If our coaches are not up to pace, we will play at a very slow pace. And when you suddenly go to the Indian national team and the pace and the intensity is so high, you have never seen it before in training, you make 5 mistakes in a match and you'll get 5 goals against you. So I think the big difference is rolling substitution and intelligent use of the rolling substitution, because it means from the first minute to the last minute. If you're playing against Australia, your heart rate will go to 200 in the first minute of the match. So you got to ensure that you're capable of playing at that tempo.
Shrijesh, of course, we saw all the tears when the Indian women's hockey team did not qualify for Paris. We saw the tears, we saw their emotion also. You have faced a lot of hurdles in your careers as well. So now, if I have to ask PR Shrijesh, if he has to give a message to Savita Punia, a tip to Savita Punia and the Indian women's hockey team, what it would be?
See, even I seen that. In 2008, we didn't qualify for the Olympics, and I was there in the core group that time. But I was not the main goalkeeper, but I was there in the core group, and that 4 years was really horrible for us, because wherever you go, the people started to pick up this topic and they will hammer you. And they will talk about what is next, what is next. So the best part during this period is just about thinking about ourselves, what we need to do now, and focusing about tomorrow, what we can do better. And the best part is, like, next year, okay, they got Pro League, so definitely they need to prepare for that. You cannot, take it easily. And 1 more year later, we get Asian Games and Commonwealth again is coming. So that is going to be a really tough year. So Bindra Bhai before said it's 4 years of preparation for Olympics. I mean, it started today. So for them, preparation for Los Angeles start now. I mean, in between, they get Commonwealth Games, they get Asian Games, they get Pro Leagues, they get Asian Champions trophies. So one thing which now you miss the Paris, but you can utilize this period to prepare for Los Angeles. So that is the best thing I can tell them now.
सविता, ऐसा कहते हैं कि गोल पोस्ट गोलकीपर का बेस्ट फ्रेंड होता है. आपने सीजे से सुना हो कि ही टॉक्स टू द गोल पोस्ट, हे बड़ी आज प्रोटेक्शन करना, बचा ले रहा, तो आप ऐसे गोल पोस्ट से बात करते हैं जैसे बहन आज बचा ली मुझे, आज थोड़े गोल्स रोकना?
बेस्ट फ्रेंड भी होता है और एनिमी भी होता है जब अच्छा जाता है तो सब बेस्ट फ्रेंड बोलते हैं, बट जब आपकी परफॉर्मेंस अप एंड डाउन आती है तो वही आपके कैरियर को डिसाइड करता है कि आपका कंटिन्यू रहेगा या नहीं। बट हाँ, गोलकीपर की सिचुएशन ऐसी होती है जब आपके अच्छे मैच ही रहते हैं तो आप बहुत ज़्यादा इन्वॉल्व रहते हो मैच में, और आज की हॉकी और पहले में तो बहुत फ़र्क है, बहुत फास्ट हॉकी है, तो आप इतना टाइम नहीं निकाल सकते कि खुद से बात करो, कंटिन्यू आपको कोचिंग करना पड़ता है, फोकस में रहना पड़ता है और प्लेयर के साथ कनेक्ट रहना पड़ता है। बट हाँ, जैसे अभी अगर रिसेंटली बात करूं तो जो रांची में जो मैच था जापान और इंडिया का जो मैच था, काफ़ी अच्छा मैच चल रहा था, बट एक वो होता है ना कि रिग्रेट नहीं है, बट कि काश कुछ चेंज हो जाए, काश ये मैच वापस स्टार्ट हो जाए, क्यों वो एक गोल हो गया, क्यों ये चीज़ें होगी। और शायद वो माइंड में इसीलिए आता है क्योंकि उस चीज़ के लिए हमने बहुत ज़्यादा ट्रेनिंग की थी और टीम ने डेफिनेटली की है, बट एज ए गोलकीपर जितना हम कैंप में ट्रेनिंग कर सकते थे उससे ज़्यादा शायद हमने कहीं किया था, तो वो एक अपने आप एज ए गोलकीपर मुझे वो चीज़ रहती है कि और मैं और अच्छा मुझे करना चाहिए था। किसी ने मुझे ब्लेम नहीं किया, किसी ने कुछ नहीं किया, क्योंकि आगे भी हमने बहुत चांस मिस किए, बट एज ए सीनियर गोलकीपर मुझे अपने आप हमेशा रहता है कि मुझे और अच्छा करना था। तो गोल पोस्ट से तो नहीं, खुद से ही था कि काश ये मैच वापस स्टार्ट हो जाए तो हम कुछ और चेंज कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि हमारे लिए भी कहीं ना कहीं एक पेरिस ओलंपिक्स जाना एक ड्रीम था, क्योंकि सिर्फ ओलंपिक्स जाना नहीं, हम अपने आप को प्रिपेयर कर रहे थे कि जो लास्ट टाइम हम 4th आए हम उससे बेटर कर सकते हैं। आज जर्मनी है, ऑस्ट्रेलिया है, इंग्लैंड है, हॉलैंड है, सब टीमों के साथ हम काफ़ी अच्छा मैच रह रहे हैं। रिसेंटली हमारे प्रो लीग में मैच थे, ऑस्ट्रेलिया से हम मैच जीते हैं, तो वो सब चीज़ें एक कॉन्फिडेंस था कि हम करेंगे। ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट नहीं थे बट कॉन्फिडेंस था, हाँ, इसीलिए कि एक्सपीरियंस के साथ वो चीज़ें अच्छी लगती है कि आज मैं गोल पोस्ट में हूँ तो मुझे मज़ा भी आता है कि मुझे और अच्छा करना है, और अच्छा करना है, बट थोड़ा प्रेशर भी रहता है।
टीम में बेस्ट फ्रेंड कौन होता है? डिफेंडर, स्ट्राइकर, मिडफील्डर? देखो बगल में डिफेंडर बैठे।
डेफिनेटली जैसे कि अभी अमित का बताया कि वो फर्स्ट रेसर है, तो श्रीजेश भैया को पता होगा ज़्यादा, तो डेफिनेटली गोलकीपर के लिए उनके बेस्ट फ्रेंड ग्राउंड के अंदर डिफेंडर्स ही रहते हैं, उन्हीं के साथ हम ज़्यादा कनेक्ट रह सकते हैं।
I just want to also add that because I also play a defensive midfielder very often in the defense, and Savita and Shrijesh are very different in their communication. Savita is actually very quiet during the match, but Shrijesh is extremely noisy. So as a defender, you like good, strong communication, and Shrijesh knows Galis in all languages, so he makes sure his defenders know where the striker's running, because for defenders it's tough because you're watching the midfielder of the opposition team carrying the ball. From that sense, you have to watch in front, yet the striker, because there's no offside in hockey, so your opposition strikers are running behind you. So you're watching the ball in front, and you have to know, you have to be aware of where your opposition, and Shrijesh with his lovely colorful language makes sure he tells the defenders exactly where the strikers are.
I guess we should ask broadcaster to put small mics just like we have in cricket कि goalpost की बस.
Actually, it is there. So that happens one of the time. Birendra Lakra. So he was in front of me, and I was yelling at him that okay, there is a guy, mind him, mark him. And unfortunately, he got the ball, he scored the goal. And for the 2 minutes, I nicely gave him. And what happened, there was a camera. And after the match, Biru got a call from his wife. And she is asking, "Arey, Srijesh itna gali deta hai kya?" So, see, it's a normal thing. What happened is like, we just need to keep the defenders on their toes to make sure that we are not getting a ball. Because at last, I mean, mixing up with these all talks, is like a forward missed 10 chances, he scored 1 goal, and the entire day or entire week he talk about that 1 goal he scored. He never talk about the one he missed. But for a goalkeeper, that is totally different. I make 100 saves, but the entire world talk about the 1 goal which I considered. And for the next 1 week, that is the main topic. Same just like how she said in the Japan match, she considered 1 goal. But she made another 10 saves, but nobody's bothered about that. But did you people ever talk about the chances we missed in attack? No. So goalkeepers are playing a game on the field in a different way. So most of the times we play here, the game. So that's why I said I talk to the goalpost, because at the present moment I am the super senior in my team, and there are kids who is like 18. So when I made my debut, he doesn't even born that time. So if I abuse him, if I talk talk to him in a harsh way, he cannot accept it. So now I changed it. Now I cannot talk to him in a harsh way. I can talk to him like that. If I abuse him, he doesn't feel bad because he know me. But the youngsters, they cannot accept that. So it's better not talk to them, talk to my goalpost. So unless I don't get a reply from that.
Nice. But that deserves. Those who know Amit has a great tattoo on his forehand. He made it after they won the medal in Tokyo. He's suited booted right now, so I guess it won't be possible for him to show that. But Amit, दूसरा वाला हाथ क्या पेरिस के लिए छोड़ रखा है? दूसरे वाले हाथ पे बेटर रहेगा.
देखिए इसके लिए अभी बहुत टाइम है.
ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं है, समय निकल जाता है.
ऊपर वाला सब कुछ भला रहे तो डेफिनेटली अच्छा ही होगा.
और अमित एक और सवाल, क्योंकि ट्रेल ब्लेजर्स है यहाँ पे, बहुत सारे जॉनर्स के सारे स्पोर्ट्स एथलीट यहाँ पे आए हुए हैं. कोई ऐसा स्पोर्ट्समैन जिससे आप मिलना चाहते हो जो यहाँ पे प्रेजेंट है या नहीं है, जिससे आप बातें करना चाहते हो या कुछ पूछना चाहते हो, ऐसा कोई स्पोर्ट्समैन या एथलीट है?
देखिए मैं अदर गेम्स में MS धोनी को मैं फॉलो करता हूँ और डेफिनेटली मैं अगर कभी मौका मिले तो श्योर मिलूँगा मैं MS भाई से.
क्या पूछोगे?
जब मैं मिलूंगा तभी फेस टू फेस बात करूंगा.
That's a diplomatic answer, but ठीक है, I'll give it to him. Yes.
तो
Viren, I like to.
बोलो.
जो अभी तक मैंने नहीं मिला लेकिन मैं बहुत उसको फॉलो करता हूँ. जो उसका जो कीपिंग है और जो प्लेयर से जो बात करते हैं तो वो मेरे को अच्छा लगता है और हमेशा शांत रहते हैं. तो सेम श्री भाई ऑलवेज लास्ट गोलकीपर रहते हैं तो सब कुछ एनालाइज करते हैं. मेरे को एशियन चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी चेन्नई में खेल रहा था तो उस टाइम मैं डीप डिफेंडर खेल रहा था. तो हमारा चेंजिंग होता है तो मैं उस टाइम लेफ्ट हाफ चला गया था. तो उस टाइम श्री भाई चिल्ला रहे कि अमित तू बीच में आ जा, बीच में आ जा. भाई रुको मैं आ रहा हूँ, क्योंकि उस टाइम सिचुएशन ऐसा होता है कि जाना ही पड़ता है. तो मैं श्री भाई का इतना कॉन्फिडेंस है तो मैं ऐसे ही कॉन्फिडेंस रखे श्री भाई और पीछे से ऐसे सपोर्ट करते रहे. जैसे वीरेन भाई ने बोला कि बीच बीच में गली ही पड़ता है, वो चीज़ सही होता है क्योंकि प्लेयर एक्टिव हो जाते हैं तुरंत से. तो ऐसे ही सपोर्ट करते रहिए ऐसे.
Viren sir, of course, you are one of the most strongest voices in world hockey right now, Indian hockey, of course. How important is scouting, in your opinion, and of course, how important will it be if India is successful to bring Olympics in 2036?
Yeah, I think not just in hockey but across sports, scouting is absolutely essential. And if we're talking about 32 or 36 Olympics, that means today those kids are between the age group of approximately 12 to 16 years old. And we have to ensure that we have a wide pool of young talent. And I think Saurav Ghosal said in one of his previous sessions that you cannot build high performance athletes in 2 years. This is a long journey to build world champion teams, and more so in a team sport like hockey. This is a journey, and today I think we need to support the Indian women's hockey team. From my experience, unfortunately in India, we kick players when they are down. Players need support the most when they are injured and when they lose. This is the time, as a mature sporting nation, we need to support our Indian women's hockey team the most. In 2008, the men's hockey team did not qualify for the Olympics. In 2012, London, I think we finished last. Yeah, we finished bottom. We qualified but finished 12th out of 12 teams. 16, we lost in the quarterfinals. And 20, we won a medal. You can see gradually the journey has gone up. I have no doubt in my mind for the women's team, they will come better. And as a nation, we need to support them the most now when they have not qualified for the Olympics. The easiest thing is to kick them when they are down. But the tougher thing is, can we support them? and can we build for the future? And that involves scouting. We need to be extremely stringent on selection procedures, because when you're selecting 12, 13, 14-year-old kids, you're going to be investing in them for the next 10 years. And the more you allow the selection process to be compromised, the more chances that you will not build champion teams in the future. So we need really good technical experts identifying kids at a young age, put good processes, create an environment that is conducive to excellence for the future, and only then we will build more Srijesh's, more Savitas, and more Amit Rohidases for India for 32 and 36 as well.
Viren, after the Tokyo Olympics, you know, you have seen that in last few years, the domestic league, earlier we had the Hockey India League, and of course you have played with Veer Marathas as well in the first. What has happened in that time, and why we don't have a league? What do you think should be done?
One is from everything I'm hearing, and I've actually kept away from Indian hockey for a while, but from what I'm hearing, the Hockey India League will be revived, if not at the end of this year post the Olympics, so in December, Jan, it may be the year after next. I think if you look at all the top hockey playing nations in the world, all of them have strong hockey leagues. And for any sport to be successful at the Olympic level, I think a strong league is essential. And that is one of the 100 other factors that goes into building champion teams. I think if you look at the Hockey India League around the 2015, 16, 17 mark, many of them like Amit Rohidas also made his name playing in the Hockey India League. And I think during the league, if you look at the quality of the league, there were about 3-4 coaches, foreign coaches in the league, who were all Olympic gold medal winning hockey coaches. They were the best players in the world playing. So if a young 15, 16-year-old, not 15, 16, that's too young, maybe 17, 18-year-olds, like even someone like a Mandeep Singh and all made his name playing in the league. If you share the dressing room with some of the best players in the world, if you learn tactics, strategy from some of the best coaches in the world, spend 2 months with them, how they prepare for big matches, how they prepare for particular opponents. I think that learning is something that cannot be replicated anywhere else. So I think it's crucial that we revive the Hockey India League. I think we have to get the financial model right, and this applies not just for hockey, but for all sports. We have to make it sustainable over a long term. We all know that it's not possible to break even in the first 3 to 5 years, but we have to have a long-term vision in place where players benefit and the sport and all stakeholders benefit for the long run. So I really hope that the Hockey India League gets revived in the next year or two and stays for the long run.
We have very few minutes left, so I'll give 1 minute each to Savita, Amit and PR Srijesh. One message to all the corporate, all the sponsors that support grassroots level of hockey, support grassroots level of sport in all kinds of beats. Any message you want to give to the sponsors, the corporate who are eyeing to invest in the world of sports? Yes, you can start.
For me, to get high quality players on the top level, we just need to invest on the base. So for the corporates, it's really easy to adapt a school, to adapt a school team and conduct tournaments for the kids. Not at the big level, but in the small level, in the village or in the district level. If you're introducing game to the kids, that's the best way to to develop or cultivate that game from the grassroots. Because when the kids get addicted towards that game, they force their parents to support them. Then automatically parents started to follow the game. Then they will started to take the kids to the ground. They take the kids to the tournaments. So that's how the games develop. How cricket's developed. The same way. If you go any corner, you can see in an academy. The parents are waiting there for their kids to train, to finish that. They'll go to the coaches. They'll talk. So for the corporates, definitely that's the best part. Adapt a school, support their kids, conduct tournaments. Through that, they automatically get publicity. Media, social media, or through news media. So I believe invest on the kids. That will be a great achievement for the sport.
Yeah, I agree with श्रीजेश भाई एंड डेफिनेटली जब हम छोटे थे तो हमें ग्रास रूट पे जब हम खेलते थे तो एक यही रहता था कि फ्यूचर कैसा होगा. पेरेंट्स को एक वो चीज़ रहता है कि बच्चों का फ्यूचर इतना टाइम अगर इस चीज़ में लगा रहे हैं तो बच्चों का कैरियर बनेगा कि नहीं. बट जब ये स्पॉन्सर्स आते हैं, जब ये सपोर्ट मिलती है तो आप कहीं ना कहीं फाइनेंशियली भी आपको हेल्प मिलता है और वो आपको एक कॉन्फिडेंस लाता है कि आप ठीक है, क्योंकि हर एक बच्चा घर से निकलता है तो वो अपने पेरेंट्स के लिए कुछ करना चाहता है. अगर ये सपोर्ट ज़्यादा मिलता रहेगा तो आप कंटिन्यू अपना फोकस अपनी गेम पे रखेंगे और इन चीज़ों से फ्री होंगे तो डेफिनेटली अच्छा करेंगे. तो ये चीज़ें अगर ग्रास रूट से स्टार्ट होती है तो डेफिनेटली एक एथलीट के लिए काफ़ी अच्छा रहेगा.
Absolutely, and two of the pillars of Indian hockey, and if we don't invest, if we don't support them, if we don't read about them, if we don't write about them, then hockey on podium, the dream will never be successful. So if we want hockey on podium, then we will have to invest on it. We will have to support these guys to the max.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was hockey on the podium, and the thing about, I'll just sort of wrap it up with a minute. Viren and I were together in London. Viren and I were together in Rio, and we worked together. Viren and I did multiple shows when Srijesh did that 6-second miracle in Tokyo, and Savita did what she did against Australia. So Viren, we need to be together during Paris. So I'm saying from now, Savita, I remember that night in Ranchi. I called her at 11. She wasn't speaking, neither was I. She was crying. One could understand what she was going through, and she said, it's time to call it quits and I will retire. As captain, she wanted to take the responsibility, and that was the end of the story. And all I told her was, your father has been instrumental in your career, just have a chat with him and then decide what you want to do. And Savita Punia, in my eyes, is the Savita Punia against Australia in Tokyo, not the Savita Punia in Ranchi. So that Australia Savita Punia has to come back again and inspire millions of young girls. That's your story, not Ranchi. P.R. Srijesh, a hero of mine, absolute hero of mine. I asked him at the end of the Tokyo Games, he was there, 10 of us were there from the media, and we had to do interviews 6 foot apart because of COVID. And I had asked him, so will you be around for the next 4 years and play Paris? And he said, who knows? We did a felicitation in Vijayanagar, if you remember. Neeraj was there, you were there, Bajrang was there, and I said, will you be around? And he said, don't know. And he said, if I have the same passion, if I believe that I can do what I did in Tokyo and better that for India, it's not about holding on to my place, it's about getting that podium if I deserve to be under that goalpost. P.R. Srijesh. Amit Rohidas. P.R. Srijesh at least has some equipment on his body. Amit Rohidas, when he rushes out to stop a penalty corner with that ball, no equipment. The best first rusher in the world, he's the one who India will bank on to stop that penalty corner and give Srijesh that shield come Paris. It's a tough group. It's a tough group, but at the same time, the color of that medal has to change. Ladies and gentlemen, Amit Rohidas. And to my two colleagues, Abhijit Deshmukh and Shubhan Chakraborty, and to my audience. Thank you very much. Put your hands together for Viren Raskina, Savita Punia, P.R. Srijesh, and Amit Rohidas. And can we please have Amit Bansal from Pebble to come up on stage and felicitate our panelists. Amit Bansal, please. And we will straight jump in after the felicitation.